How I'd Remake the DCEU. We continue on the story to meet a 15-year-old Jackson Hyde, who has recently started high school and is excited because he'll be rejoining his best friend, Kenny. This is actually his secret boyfriend. The two leave town one day to go to the San Diego Zoo, and Jackson uses this opportunity to tell Kenny about his abilities. After building up the courage to show his abilities to Kenny, he then is shocked and runs away. And when Jackson finally catches up to him, he notices that he is in this trance-like state and still stressed over the earlier reaction. Jackson tries to see what's going on, and this is when Kenny slowly starts to walk over the pier and jumps off without thought, among many others doing the exact same thing. Making his way over to the pier, he notices in the ocean that there's a woman who quickly turns back into the water and jets off. Jackson follows the mysterious woman into the ocean, but cannot find her. This is when he stumbles upon Aquaman battling King Shark. Quietly, Jackson follows Arthur back to Atlantis and sneaks into the city. Jackson quickly explains what happened to him/Kenny. Mira and Volko enter and decide against Arthur's wishes to help Jackson as he's clearly distressed. And after re-explaining the incidents, they believe that the woman who attacked them is Siren. And the team tried to contact Wonder Woman, who's of course, of Greek mythology, through Oracle from Watchtower. Billy walks the team and explains that they would need earplugs and to not hear her song. Arthur quickly decides to leave Jackson behind, and Volko asks him if he would like to be trained. It is here that we then start to hear music, and everyone begins to wander up towards the surface. By the time the heroes make it to the surface, all entranced, they all watch as everyone begins choking on the oxygen. They later discovered that this was to break Black Manta out of prison. And this is where we also learned a bit of Siren's motivations. Zebellion, extremist, and is Black Manta's lover. Jackson and Volko, who are still in the city in the training center, which is soundproof for safety reasons. Volko looks at Siren and recognizes her as Gila as they begin to attack Volko and Jackson. By the end of the quick battle, Gila kills Volko. Just as this is all happening, Arthur and Mira are an eye shot and watch Volko get stabbed. Volko, with his dying breath, asks Arthur to take up Jackson as his pupil and train him like he trained him. While in the climactic battle, we see Jackson having glimpses of potential with his swords as Arthur and Mira fight Siren and Manta. Arthur eventually disables Manta's suit. Manta, though his hatred of Arthur, tries to fire a blast at his head, which only breaks his suit further. Manta then drowns as the surrounding water fills his suit, and that gives Mira and Jackson enough time to get the upper hand on her. In the last-ditch attempt, she tries to use her song on the three of them. This does work on Arthur, as one of his earplugs would have gotten loose in his fight with Manta, and Arthur begins to attack Mira while under the control of Siren. This ends when Jackson stabs her in the heart,